And you got, if you're in a position like mine, you just got to break down those barriers all the time. The bureaucracy does want to control you, so you got to like kill the bureaucracy. That's part of my job,
So let's go back to your personal life. I think we all understand and believe that challenges are also silver linings in life. So as you think about your career, your personal life, what's been some of your hardest lessons, and what did you learn from them?
Look, I mean, in the personal life, we've all been through, some forms of personal hardships. But the lessons from those hardships, I mean, if you're talking about the mistakes you made, like the things you did personally, that's a great quote. You don't learn a lot from the second kick of the mule. I mean, again, I heard the mayor and Eric talking about it. We've all made a tremendous amount of mistakes. And I always say there's a pattern to them sometimes. Like when you act in anger, well, that is almost always a mistake. When I was a young executive, someone gave me a business card that said, all I had to do was fill out the date. My name is Jamie Dimon. I'd like to apologize for my behavior on the night of X, because I would lose my temper over something. So, so you're constantly learning about that too. And it's better to learn from other people's mistakes than making them yourself. And you could do that too.
So Jamie, the institution that I'm privileged to lead is $30 billion, 1 or 2 states, 1,300 employees. You're leading a $4.5 trillion institution, 60 countries, 48 states, 300,000 employees. All right? We're almost the same. It's pretty much equal playing grounds between Jamie and I. Another 120 years or so, I'll be on that side of the room. But when you think about the importance of culture, we believe culture is the backbone of strategy. But when you think about the importance of culture, how do you implement culture when you have an organization that's all about managing risk and it's of that size?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I've been there for quite a while, so it's a little bit different. But you better be relentless. I mean, and again, I'm going to go back to the team example. If you have a team of people, everyone does their homework, everyone does their sprints, everyone learns the plays. And if you're the coach or the boss or whatever, you better be relentless. And we're pretty relentless on that. And it's not because you say we treat employees properly. They see you do it. They see you have bad people. You ask them to leave. I remember the first time I have fired clients because they mistreat our employees. That goes through the whole organization, that these people mean what they say what they mean. Getting on the road, a lot of people say, we're going to take care of the customer, but you go to a lot of corporations, they all stay at the corporate headquarters and talk to each other. They're not going on a sales call. They're not going to sweat the issue with why the client may not be happy with you or something like that. So you just got to have to do it day in, day out, 7 days a week, kind of relentlessly. That when you go through business reviews, you're going through the detail. How long does it take to do this? How long does it take to do that? And then people get it over time, and it kind of filters through the company. And then you got to communicate. I undervalued communication earlier in my life, but if you can communicate it properly and clearly, it really matters. And it can't be corporate pablum.